I want to talk to you about nationalism. Nationalism is a disease. Nationalism separates us through prejudice and racial and political groups. We have to separate and unite with other people that think like us. That is a fucking disease. This country is not important. The flag is not important. The United States of America is not what should be the issue. The idea of what this country was founded upon is the real issue. That freedom is an issue. Because you can have a Bill of Rights and a Constitution in any country, and many countries do. The point is that when you put it on paper and you have a legal system and a government, then these rights are nothing more than privileges that can be taken away from you at any given moment. What can't be taken away from you is the idea of freedom. To keep that alive, then we have to keep looking at the world through different eyes, different point of views. Have some empathy for the people around us and realize that it's we the people, that united we stand. And if we stay constantly divided, then we'll never be able to stand at our own feet. And we'll never be able to make it from any other place than what we are now. Prime example would be the homeless people. Everybody that walks by a homeless person or sees them, they ignore them. They don't give them any change. They don't give them any money. And they just say, oh, why? Because they'll just drink it all up. Why should I give them money? Why the fuck not? If he's homeless and he has no job, maybe his fucking family's dead. Maybe drinking that fucking alcohol or smoking that crack or whatever the hell it is the only shit that he's got left to hold on to in his fucking life. You don't need that extra dollar. You don't need that $5. The fuck you care what he spends it on? Just give it to him. Just make his fucking day. Just realize that they're people too. That we're all fucking people and everybody has their own trials and tribulations. But if the human species as a whole wants to make it any further, then we've got to learn how to fucking unite, how to come together, how to stand against tyranny. Because this shit is getting ridiculous. You got people in this fucking country that'll stand in line and camp out for weeks at a fucking time just to get into a store to get 20 bucks off a fucking TV. Meanwhile, you've got thousands, and I literally mean thousands, hundreds of them, of children and people who are starving and dying in other countries that they aren't blessed as we are. We're blessed to be in a country, in land that has resources, that we can grow our own food, that we have our own water, our own oil, that we can produce things. Other countries don't have this. Countries in Africa, people are starving and dying every fucking day. But yet, if they come here, then they're illegal immigrants and we should just throw them back out. Because that makes a lot of fucking sense. How can we ever expect for us to be anything than what we already are if we don't make changes? Because nothing's changing. Nothing. We're not even making improvements. We're not even striving for anything new. Our ambition, just the simple drive of the question of what is the purpose of life has left us. And if you don't believe me, if you don't believe that, that's fine. But take a look around you. I mean, seriously, take a look around. When is the last time that you saw a real invention? A real invention. I'm talking about your fucking Android phones, which this shit doesn't even impress me. It really doesn't, because cell phones already existed, laptops and computers already existed, so did fucking cameras and video games. The only thing that someone did was have the idea, put them all together into a smaller container, and that's it. That's what an Android phone is, or your iPhone, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, because it's all the same to me. That's not impressive. Your TV, the LEDs and 3D TVs, seriously, there wasn't one person in the fucking 90s that looked at TV and was like, damn, I wish they'd make this shit look better. Of course there was. There was millions of you. But then one fucking person just decided, hey, maybe I can, and fucking improved upon it. But it's not an invention. Think about a real invention, like the light bulb. Fucking light bulb. Think about this. The whole world's dark, And all of a sudden, in the middle of all this darkness and night, somebody creates light out of thin air. No fire, no lantern, just light. That is an invention. The camera itself was a true invention. That shit scared people so bad they were thinking it was taking their souls when it took their picture. That is a real invention, when you scare people at the technology that you're bringing about. The microchip, the computer, the phone itself. But where are all these great inventions now? What do we have now? We have the fucking Snuggie, which you gotta be fucking kidding me. It's nothing but a robe that somebody turned around backwards, and you fucking pay $40 extra to get the shit. It's mind blowing. It really does. I mean, it shows the ignorance of the population of this fucking world. We're doomed as a species because we're not making any progress, and we don't want to come together, and we don't care about our fellow people because all we care about is making money. Because we want to make money to buy nicer shit. But that ain't gonna help you at all. Because see, we seem to forget the simple fact that you are mortal. You will die. That's guaranteed. You have to die. You don't have a fucking choice. You gotta go. And nothing that you obtain while you're here will you ever be able to take with you. So why the fuck are you working so hard to get it? Why are you wasting your life? You try doing something else. What happened to in the 50s when whole neighborhoods would come together and grill out and have barbecues and shit? Where is the camaraderie? Where is the love for our fellow human beings, for our fellow people? You go to the hospital now, and if you don't have insurance, you're not being treated. They're gonna give you some aspirin, shot or something, and say, fuck it, have a good night. So, where are we going to go from here? What's the next step? What is the next step? Because it's up to you. It's up to you what the next step is. And if you choose to do nothing, nothing's what you're definitely going to receive.